All right, I'm here at the Resource Center. There, your disability rep.com. Roy Rickster, good to see you, Roy.
Likewise, Tom, always a pleasure.
You know, we have talked about when you're applying for Social Security disability, et cetera, there are hoops that you have to jump through.
Right.
Now, this is one of them. You have to have a medical exam.
You don't?
See,
You don't.
That's why you come to an expert.
Right, right. But Social Security does require examinations on a lot of folks.
Okay.
And the reason for that is if there's a lack of clarity in the medical records. So if there's some unanswered question, Social Security can seek an independent assessment to try to get that question answered.
Okay, so it's not just an out of the blue thing.
Nope, it's not a mandatory thing.
There's
a reason for it.
Okay.
Also, if your records are inconsistent, you know, if you have two doctors that are telling two completely different stories in the medical records, you know, perhaps one of them says you need to use a cane, the other one says there's no need for a cane.
Right.
Social Security will go, and I don't want to say a tiebreaker because they don't give any special significance to any one of these, but they do send it out for a fresh look.
Yeah, but does it also have to do with detail?
It does. Oh yeah, most definitely. All right. And that kind of brings us to the next couple things. Maybe you have complaints without an objective base. And so for example, let's just say that you have numbness and tingling and radiating pain,
right.
but there's no X-ray or there's no MRI. Social Security won't pay for an MRI, but they will pay for an X-ray, and they may send you out to kind of get that objective measure to say, hey, look, let's take a picture and see what's really going on here.
Okay, I could see that.
And then the flip side of that too, you know, sometimes people have an MRI report that says that they've got herniated disc in their back, but there's no complaints of numbness, tingling, radiating pain that Social Security needs to see. So they'll send you out for a physical range of motion, strength testing type exam to establish.
They'll direct what's kind of needed.
Oh yeah, they'll tell the doctor exactly what they need.
All right, looks to your doctor first.
They're supposed to, they're supposed to look to your doctor first. If they can seek clarification from your doctor, they're supposed to. Obviously your doctor has a lot of treatment experience with you and knows what's going on better than most. And they're also supposed to reach out to the doctor and see if they will do the exam for the contracted state rate. So can we go there and get it done?
Okay, and you know, because I know you'll have questions, remember in just a minute we're going to have the QR code, so have your phones ready. All right, you can object to these exams. You can,
and the most common thing here is going to be excessive travel distance. So we're here in the Queen City in Springfield.
Right.
If they set you up in Monette or Neosho, there's probably a doctor in Springfield that does that exam.
More than likely, I would think.
Language barriers, obviously you want to go to a doctor that can understand your complaints and you can understand their response. And we put previous conflict with the doctor, but it's really even previous experience with the doctor.
Okay.
Maybe they sent you to that exam for a workman's comp claim, or maybe they sent you there for a Social Security exam the last time you filed.
Right.
If those things were adverse to you in some way, you're really not getting a fresh look. And so you can say, hey, wait a minute, I'd like to see somebody different, and most of the time they'll reschedule that.
Yeah.
And then the incorrect specialty.
I know we've talked about that before.
We have. I have seen folks be sent to pathology doctors, lab doctors. I saw a guy sent to a gynecologist one time for a knee complaint. So you want to make sure you get a fair shake.
Okay. Yeah, and the things that you might run into, which they are out there, definitely.
They are, yeah. So they use sometimes global examination companies, and you don't know who you're going to see. So sometimes it's hard to go in and say, look, I don't know what this doctor's specialty, I don't know their credentials, I don't know if I have a conflict with this doctor. So you got to do a little bit of legwork then. Okay,
the one below that, exams in exotic locations. You're not talking about they're going to send you to Bora Bora.
No jungle examinations here. But I have seen examinations in conference rooms at hotels, at the utility company conference room, in libraries. I've seen these things, and they do this quite often.
Yeah.
So you may encounter that, and like I mentioned when we were talking beforehand, you know, if you're a PTSD patient and you get sent to a hotel to meet an unknown doctor, that's a little bit concerning.
Yes.
But it is legitimate, but you can always ask questions and make sure.
Yeah. The unmanned offices, we've all run into those in one thing or another. There's nobody at that desk when you come in.
Yep. Sometimes doctors are a one-man show. They're in with the previous patient and the office is just unmanned. Don't leave. You got to hang there and kind of stick it out.
Yeah.
And then you may be scheduled for the wrong type of exam. Sometimes it's the left knee that they want to do the x-ray on, but they schedule the right knee. I've seen that more times than you'd think.
Yeah, know what's going on. And of course, a great way of knowing what's going on is, you know, speak to an expert, and there he is right there. There's that QR code I was talking about. Yep. All right, explain your phone number. That's a little different.
It is. The 812-6698 is direct to my desk. It rings to a real life person, me. And I am anxious and looking forward to talking with you.
All right, Roy Rickstrew, yourdisabilityrep.com. Get in contact with Roy. He'll help you out.
Good to see you, Tom.
Good seeing you.